So what do we have here? We have expensive toys for older boys. And do you need all this stuff that is here?
No.
No, exactly. Why do I have it then?
Because you can.
How come that I can?
Because you know how to use even the inexpensive toys.
Yes, and because I work really, really hard, so I can afford toys like that, and because I still have to pay the credits for them. Anyway, main reason is sound quality. Second reason is knobs. I like to touch. I mean, this is, huh?
The sound.
I like to touch the sound. I like to hear instant change, and I like to have a limited set of options. Because with analog, it can do only one thing. And with switched analog, where everything is on switches, it's even less options. So it's 1 or 2. It's not 0.375 decibel and 413.85 or 412.75 hertz. It's or that or that. So decision making is much easier, and it eliminates numbers.
So limitation can be liberating.
Limitation is always liberating, especially in music. If you will set the limits when you are producing, mixing or mastering, you will have much better results than if you have too many options available. It's always good to limit yourself with something, or with track number count, or with number of microphones that you will use, the space you will record, etc., etc. And you will have to be creative with that, and you will do the best results. One of the best-selling records from my band, and it was produced in '95. It was done on a drum machine, synthesizer, delay effect, another synthesizer, and a cheap delay unit, and mixed through a Mackie mixer. And if I listen to it today, it still sounds so good that I cannot believe it, because I was totally limited. If I would have all the synths that I have today, I would not be able to do that in that way. So in a way, limitations are good.
What's the record?
It's not important. So all this stuff is used for a certain task. And my personal opinion is that loudness in mastering and in mixing is achieved with equalization, not compression and not limiting. Everybody thinks if you will compress harder, limit harder, it will be louder. No, it will be quieter. So you should enhance the frequency ranges that are related to the musical scale in which the song is, and you should suppress the frequency ranges in which are not in the key of the song. So what is this? It's a keyboard. Is it? So we know all the notes and we have all the octaves. So this is C, D, E, F, G, etc., 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 through I don't know how many octaves. And each note has its own corresponding frequency. So what happens if I turn this like that? And this is 20 hertz and this is 20 kilohertz. You get notes. We are constantly talking about numbers and frequencies, but actually music is not made out of frequencies. It is a combination of musical notes. So as soon as you start to think about frequencies as notes, you will change your approach to mixing. So if your song is in C major, which keys do you don't need?
The black ones.
All the black ones. The simplest explanation. So should the sounds have frequency energy, or let's say energy on the frequencies which are on the black keys?
Oh.
No, because they are out of tune. They will have, because it's much more complex. We are talking about complex harmonic relationships, but I want to simplify that if you will have a mix, you will try to enhance the notes or the frequency ranges which are related to the key of the song, and you will try to suppress the frequency ranges which are not related to the key of the song. Can I give you numbers? No, you have to listen. So this is like the same as you are pressing a chord and it's not the right chord. So you know that one note that you pressed is off. So if you hear that in one instrument track, you can use a notch, you set it to 1/12 of an octave, which will represent exactly one note, find exactly that frequency and remove that note away. And it won't bother you anymore. Same goes for whole chords. There is a sound that has an energy in one range, and this octave in masking something else from another sound. You set the EQ to one octave range, remove it, and you balanced it out. You equalized the energy. So you should think about frequencies as musical notes. And for example, this EQ has all frequency selections labeled in notes. There are no frequencies. There are few, just to know where you are, but basically it's really, really liberating because you don't move the frequency ranges in terms of, okay, you can see it all. So it's G flat, C, G, E, blah, blah, blah. So it's notes, it's not frequencies. You have some frequencies written just to know approximately where you are, but in reality this is much more liberating, and you don't think about numbers. Which frequency should I boost so my kick will be pumping? I really don't care. Find the note, the fundamental note of your song, and boost the kick on the fundamental note of your song, or cut away the stuff that you don't need. So this is basically what's it all about regarding mixing and regarding mastering. So what I'm doing in mastering, I'm boosting frequency ranges that are related to the harmonic scale of the song and suppressing the stuff that it's not.